like physical. Y'all can hear me.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I hear you.
Physical appearance is extremely important. You know, especially for a man. That's what he's attracted to you physically first, and then he approaches you vice versa, whatever. I feel like if she maybe she had a baby and her body went through changes.
No,
I
she.
mean, I feel like in that case, give her leeway because women go to do whatever when they have children. But I feel like if over time she just lost herself, then I feel like have a conversation with her and she should at least for the relationship, put her foot forward. So I don't think he was wrong with that.
And it happens. You lose attraction sometimes, especially when they go through changes or whatever. The things that you was attracted to before is the things that you're no longer attracted to, and that physical appearance, emotional as well. I feel like that was one of the reasons why when I was in high school, I broke up with this guy because of that. Like, we're no longer in high school. The things that I thought that was cute in high school, I no longer think is cute. I no longer, like, you telling me what to wear or how to dress. I thought that was, oh my gosh, he care about me. That's so cute. Now I'm grown and I want to dress a certain way or whatever, and you have a problem with it. I know I'm no longer attracted to that, So I had to, that was one of the reasons why I let go of the relationship. But I also remember in high school, I was dating this guy and he had chest hair. And I hate, like, it's okay if you have a little bit, but I hate the chest hair, especially when it look like those little beady beads, like it's all curled.
You like little coochie hairs.
Like the little, ooh, child, oh my gosh. And he would have to shave his chest or wax his chest. I would literally not have sex with him because of that. Like, that's how anal I was about it. Like, he would literally have to upkeep that part of his body because I wouldn't lay on his chest because of that.
It must have been really bad. He must have had like a lot of chest hair.
He had a lot. It was all down to his stomach and everything. He had to, and that was one of my things. Like, you have to shave that. Like,
So you guys don't think it's like, let's say if a guy came up to you or, you're talking to a guy and he's like, I don't like when you wear your hair in plaits. I really like when you wear your hair in wigs or whatever. Would you feel some type of way?
so before, I'm sorry, Nicole, you want to go first? We can't hear you.
I love plaid. Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
I love plaid.
We all love plaits.
I feel like hair, because some men may like long hair, short hair. I may put what you say into consideration, but I don't think I will alter all my hairstyles going forward because this is the only hairstyle that you like. Like I have to satisfy myself too at the end of the day.
That is true.
What if he tells you your when you have plaits, he's not attracted to you?
That's a tough one.
I don't think a hairstyle should be a deal breaker. Long, short hair, maybe a favorite color on me, but for you to say you don't like this at all, I don't know.
It's like,
go ahead, Minnie.
I love, like, this is an example. Like, if a woman goes and shaves her head bald, I think most guys would be like, I think it's a beautiful thing, but most guys would probably be like, woo, it's an adjustment period. So it could be the same thing.
But like, if you're talking about from wigs to plaits, I don't think that's an extreme.
That's true.
From going from long hair to bald head. You guys can hear me?
No, say that again.
Well, I was going off what Nikki said, like, going from long hair to bald head, that's an extreme. That's an extreme change or whatever.
These niggas be having their hairline going from right here and they got to shave all their hair off. Now you got to
That's an extreme change as well.
What you supposed to do?
You better get the little toothpick. What's that thing called? The little toothpick. Or call Bosley something.
Right.
But I remember I had a friend. She was much older than me. She was married and everything. And I remember she had got her hair done. And it was so pretty to me. It was so pretty. And she was like, yeah, but I'm about to take it out. And I'm like, why? She's like, because my husband doesn't really like it or whatever. And I was like, girl, you stupid. Why would you take out a whole hairdo because your husband this, that, third? And it's just like, when I get my hair in a certain style, one of the opinions that I look for is my boyfriend. Like, do you like it? And it was a time where he was like, it's a 7 out of 10. And I just looked in the mirror like a 7 out of 10. I
lace right on his lace melted.
And it's just like he's looking at me every day, and I'm just like, damn, do he still find me pretty? Like he don't like this hairstyle or whatever. It kind of do mess with you a little bit. So it's like, and I think back about that time, and I'm like, it makes sense. You know, your husband's waking up to you. You want to feel like, okay, my husband feel like I'm beautiful or whatever. So it makes sense. I get it.
I don't think it's nothing wrong with like what you're basically saying catering to what your man likes. So if he tells you like this hairstyle I prefer it on you than the other, then go for that. I don't think you should sit there and only rock that hairstyle because that's what he told you. But I do think you should definitely take that into consideration.
And the fact that he's telling you, it's like we complain about everything. If he don't tell you, it's a problem. If he do tell you, it's still a problem. It's like, what do you want me to do?
You can tell me, but it's how you say it.
That is true. That is very. Yeah. But I would tell you this: I have never got that hairstyle back ever again since he told me that.
I told you it was a 7 out of 10.
I was like, I'm okay. I won't get this no more.
What was the hairstyle?
It was lemonade braids. Like, you know how to have the braids to the side or whatever? It was those. Huh?
I like those on you.
Me too. But that 7 out of 10 comment, I'm like, wait, what?
I bet she won't get them again.
Okay. I don't care how cute they look on other people. Next. What if one of your deal breakers, Nikki?
I would want like personal time. Like still keep date nights. If our date nights was either Friday or Saturday, keep that going. I feel like most of the times once we're dating, men and women too, we get comfortable like, I don't want to get dressed up. I don't want to have to do my makeup tonight. Let's just watch a movie. And then after a while, it's 2-3 months and you guys haven't gone on a date. I think that personal time and that catering to one another, I think I would want that for the longevity of the relationship. Of course, you know, we'll have up and downs, but I want you to at least, you know.
Still plan things like, let's go here. I definitely agree with personal time. I'm very big on personal time. If it's like, you know, 3 days and we don't have one day together, I'm complaining. You've been out all this week.
I was talking to one of my homeboys, right? And I was telling him, like, you know, one of the issues that I find with dating is just like the same energy or the same courtship that the relationship starts off as is not how it continues, you know, going. Like, that's one of my biggest like pet peeves or turnoffs. And he's like, okay, so when is a guy supposed to stop like courting you? And I said, never. Like, you're supposed to constantly chase me. Like, it's not a time period where you should feel that comfortable. And then the response was, oh, y'all bitches is crazy. Wait, what? And then he fixed it up later on. He was like, I don't think a man should constantly have to like chase you. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's fine. You over there. Exactly. I would never be over here. But I just think that's crazy for men mindset to be that, you know, there's a period where that should stop. And I think vice versa too. It shouldn't be
the catering or the courting process?
The courting. Yeah, like basically that same energy that you put in trying to get to know me, I need that same energy throughout the same relationship. And I think it's vice versa too. Like, I feel like as women, we should maintain our P's and Q's. Like, you know, if you're in a relationship, that doesn't mean stop getting your hair done. It shouldn't mean stop buying new clothes or, you know, whatever you were doing to maintain yourself. I think it should be on both the man and the woman to continue that.
I agree with what you're saying. Like, I expect the courting to keep going because I'm still catering to you the entire relationship. So if I'm still catering to you this entire relationship, I want you to continue to court me this entire relationship. Because I'm still like, you know, I'm still cooking your dinner, or I'm still doing your laundry, or I'm still doing this, I'm still doing that. Well, I'm expecting you to still take me out, or, you know, still plan stuff with me or whatever. So it goes both ways. You still expecting this from me, while I'm still expecting this from you as well.
Exactly. And that's how I feel too. Like, if I'm still doing what I'm supposed to be doing, taking care of you, then you should also be like, okay, you make me feel special and not, you know, let the relationship get stagnant?
Sex. So, you know, in the beginning of a relationship, y'all having sex, you know, 5, 6 times a week. Maybe when you guys get settled into a relationship, that slows down. How do you try minis in a relationship? How do they don't slowing down? do you think that? Do you think? Do you think sex gets better once you in the beginning of a relationship, or do you think it gets better once you guys know each other and you know each other's body more? Or what do you think, Minnie?
I feel like it gets better more when you're in a relationship. Like, and I used to think like, oh my gosh, like you're having sex with the same person over and over again. It must get boring or whatever. But it's just like, I feel like not every time, but majority of the times I'm like, wow, like you have my body reacting different ways or whatever. So it's like he knows what to do at this point in the relationship to have me to come like this, or to have me to explode like this or whatever, or to what's the thing called? I can't even think of the name. To anyways or whatever. He know what spots to hit at this point or whatever. And I just feel like as we grow, it gets better and better. And then we're so comfortable with each other, we want to try new things. Like, well, let's try this. Like, let's do this. Let's go to the sex store and get this, or let's dress up. I feel like the more we grow together, our sex life is growing as well and getting better as well.
And
I feel like
ain't no slowing down, by the way.
No, I just gonna say I think that's how it's supposed to be. I think that the sex should get better as you guys get more comfortable with each other, and it shouldn't, you know, it shouldn't be less. Even if you guys aren't doing it as often as you was at the beginning, but when you do it, it should be better because you know each other's bodies.
And spice it up. Spice it up. Don't always just lay on your back, or don't always just ride the dick or whatever. Find different.
You know you swinging from the ceilings, okay?
Okay. You know, try different things or whatever. Girl, lick the cooch, the pooch, whatever that little spot called or whatever. Like, spice it up. Like, don't just sit there and doing nothing, because then it becomes a turn off eventually.
Man, for us, sex gets better. You know, we know he knows how to, you know, make us calm, all that kind of stuff. But I feel like for men, I'm just speaking, I feel